Hey everybody, and welcome to the inaugural episode Burn Down the Sandcast. I'm your boy, Miko, aka Alex, aka the original Yiffmeister.
Wow.
And today with him are three other people. One of them is me. I'm, I guess rotation surgeon, but that's not my name on the forums anymore.
You're Mike. You're Mike.
I'm Mike.
That's Mike.
Yeah.
I'm Mike, at Rick Rolls Royce on Twitter. And we also have...
Hi. I'm me. I'm. You call me Maggie,
say
I
the
guess.
names.
So I'm Symptosis on Twitter.
There you go.
You won't know how to spell that, and I don't care.
It's with
to
an
be
X.
really honest.
It'll be in the description, don't worry about it. I got you on lockdown.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm
Hey.
a game bug.
Hi.
I play video games for the internet. We all do. Hi.
That's true.
Do you have a Twitter?
Also...
Yeah, it's also Game Bun. I changed it a couple months ago.
Oh, that's convenient.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. My forum name is still this old one, but I'll have to change it eventually. Whatever.
And what's your name?
I kept looking to do this. Let's just call me Mark.
Okay. That's my dad's name.
Hi, I'm your dad.
Nice.
It's a real family affair over here.
Oh, great! Two of us have dads in this moment.
Oh no. No.
Two of us have dads on this podcast. This is the Dadcast. How are you?
This podcast is canceled. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Let's begin with our first topic, dad chat.
No.
So, hey, Nico, you should add an M to your name. You'd be the 4 M's.
Yeah, well, my username has an M in it.
Doesn't count. You should call yourself Alex.
No, that's ridiculous.
It's fine.
Okay, anyway.
So yeah, we're doing a podcast. It's kind of gaming related.
Kinda.
It's kind of not. There's going to be some of that. There's going to be some of other things. What's a good... I'm trying to think of what a good analog would be. So obviously there's lots of good podcasts, like, you know, the Giant Bombcast, you know, My Brother and Me.
So here's the thing. I don't know that we have any idea what this is going to be right now. We're going to just figure it out.
We're just kind of just spouting whatever shit that comes through our minds.
I feel like this is going to be like the first hour of every Bombcast where they just talk about random garbage, basically.
Yeah, that, except none of us are Brad Shoemaker, so it'll be interesting.
Right, no Brad Shoemaker, which is a big plus.
I mean, like, I would just steal from the idea from the Best Friend cast to just talk about our shit we did this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if I really want, I can talk like I'm super high, and then it can sound like I'm Ben. But I'm not. I'm not Ben.
I love
It's true.
Kingdom Hearts.
Because Ben likes Dota, and you don't.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure no one likes Dota. I think you must be mistaking him with no one.
I think Jeffy
Because-
is starting to grow into Dota.
No,
He put some stuff in the water, he drank it. It's just...
that's just poison. That's illegal. You can't do that.
So-
What did they put in the water? Like hats?
Yeah, no, that's TF2.
Oh, boy.
Just imagining Jeff with a big glass of water and he's drinking it, and he just pulls it away from his mouth, and there's just like a big ass fedora in his mouth
Oh.
Man, I can't wait for Dota at the
that says
Olympics.
Dota on it.
That'll be
Please, God, no.
real
God,
good.
that's
Don't do this to
right.
me.
That's...
Oh yes, the Dota Olympics, my favorite.
Come on, it's gonna be the legal.
I like how
No.
esports for the Olympics is probably going to be like 3 teams, and that's it.
3 good teams.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Europe,
the Mighty
Europe.
Ducks, the Mighty Ducks 2, and the Mighty Ducks 3.
No, it's the Mighty Ducks, the Mighty Ducks 2, and Evil Genius.
Evil Genius 2.
Yeah, Evil Genius 2. Boss Baby 2.
No, God, no.
Oh, fuck you.
Actually, I didn't see that movie. I don't even know if it's good or bad.
It's I kind of want to torture myself to watch the Emoji Movie.
No,
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna pay a ticket though.
Don't do it. You just you could love yourself instead of seeing the Emoji Movie. I don't know if you realize.
I have to know. Plus, I already know where I can find it online.
Do you? Do you have to know? What about it do you
Yeah,
have
that's the
to
real
know?
question.
This is my curriculum
Yes.
in my classes. I have to figure out whether or not it's going to work for Sony.
No. Don't do that to yourself. Just love yourself. Live your life without the Emoji Movie.
There's plenty of other bad movies you can watch.
Like,
Do you want me to get a list of bad movies for you? Because I can find it. Like, what is it? Hold on.
Paul
There's a
Blart Mall Cop
sci-fi
2.
movie.
Transmorphers.
Batman.
There's
I
a
mean
movie.
movies with notoriety, not just shit from the bargain bin.
Now, when you say bad movies, do you mean like B movies or bad movies?
I mean, B movie was pretty bad. Let's be real here.
Don't.
I mean, B-movie is an interesting fuck up.
I mean, they should teach about it in schools.
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure Jerry Seinfeld wants to fuck a woman as a bee.
Yeah, he does.
I think this could be a whole segment at some point, but I'm just gonna really quickly. I'm just gonna let you know this is way worse than the Emoji Movie,
The
and
Harpy.
it's
The
more
Harpies.
entertaining.
Okay, Stan Lee's The Harpies.
Oh,
Stan Lee's
oh.
The Harpies, starring
Shot it.
Stephen Baldwin.
What?
Another Baldwin?
The other Baldwin.
Why?
Oh, because sci-fi can't afford the other Baldwin.
I feel like sci-fi movies are cheating, but that's just
Are
me.
they though? Are they?
It's like when a movie has Charlie Sheen's brother in it. Whatever his name is that I can't remember.
Emilio Estevez?
Well, we'll see. That's
Emilio
that'll
Charlie
be,
Sheen.
That'll be my project for the weekend if I have to torture myself or just watch a good movie.
I mean, you could just not watch horrible movies and just, enjoy yourself. That's my
I mean, I have
advice.
Netflix. I mean, I've been meaning to watch stuff on Netflix for ages and just keep putting it aside.
All right, wait. All right. That's enough rambling. Let's move on.
Is
Is
it? So
It is enough
already.
rambling. We're gonna ramble throughout this whole thing.
We have a
So, we might
podcast
as well-
now, I've noticed.
Like, you say enough, but this shit
We might as well
going
hit
downhill.
segments at least. All right. So
Oh, actually, no. When does podcast go up?
We don't know yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
I'm
We'll-
about to do a plug, and I realized this is going to end today. Never mind then.
yeah, okay. We got a list of things here. So A on the list is written. Oh my God! Please do not talk about the Nick Robinson thing.
I gave you one rule, and you've already broken it.
So I think we already know what that means.
Here's my 37-page thesis on why it's
Uh-huh.
not bad. Oh, wait, where'd everybody go? Please come back.
Please don't.
No,
don't.
give me
I don't want any part of this situation. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Can we please not?
No, we
Suffice
ain't.
to say,
That's-
it's bad.
It's bad.
Can you just
Yes.
replace and mention that Nick Robinson with John Cena?
Did John Cena make videos with Griffin McElroy and then turn out to be a harasser, or?
John Cena's
His
married,
brother.
so I hope he's not a harasser.
It's gonna come out that John Cena is terrible, and then everything's
don't
gonna
do me
be
like that, John Cena.
I'll give... Nah, he's been pretty clean. He's gotten better.
Here's the thing: even if John Cena was terrible, you can't see him, so you could never convict him for any of his crimes.
All right.
The guy just replaced him with The Rock, and he's kind of gotten shit in the past couple of years.
So it's weird, Mike. I think I lost all your audio right there. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
It's all
yeah,
just
that-
gone. I don't.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Your audio just been John Cena.
What's
I
that? We
was
have to start
talking
the
about
podcast over?
something. Oh no.
It's only been
All
like
right.
10 minutes.
The second item on this agenda. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't
So
You don't know about the Donald Trump chicken?
No.
no.
Which is a giant inflatable chicken with Donald Trump's hair that looks like it's straight out of Angry Birds.
That was
Yeah.
a good one. I like that
You know-
chicken.
I guess I kind of just told the whole story, so moving on.
Yeah, that's pretty much the
Well,
entire story.
you say that, but wait, slow down because I want to say this looked like a fast food mascot and got me really excited.
I mean,
For-
if
Hell
you wanted
yeah,
to,
Carl's Jr.'s got Donald Trump chicken on the menu.
Hit me with a new fast
that's-
food chain
that's-
item, and their mascot is that stupid chicken with the haircut. That haircut looks pretty good on a chicken. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so my theoretical name for this fast food place is Late Stage Capitalism Chicken. And so you can order the Donald Trump, you can order the Ross Perot, you can order the Martin Shkreli. You
I
can
think
order.
I'm pretty
better,
good, but
So people don't like the Martin Shkreli because it's just a chicken sandwich with shit on it, like literal poop.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Well, I think
I feel like that name. Go ahead.
I think a better name for it would be the Sharper Image. Really?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
pretty good
that's
too.
pretty good.
I was gonna say it needs like a short, catchy name. I was thinking like the Piss Tapes.
Oh my god.
Just it's a nice.
Putin, please do not release the piss tapes. Thank you.
Oh, how about poultry piss tapes?
Oh no.
Can't believe Donald Trump likes to get peed on by Russian chickens in a hotel room.
Actually, I can believe that even more than him getting peed on by Russian prostitutes. So, alright, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I totally forgot about that until you said that right
I honestly saw that, went, that's a good chicken, and then just pushed it away.
That's a good chicken.
That's some good chicky.
That's the slogan for this new place. Somebody's setting off bombs outside, and I don't fucking understand.
What?
Yeah, that'll happen.
So there's a lake near me where they shoot off fireworks, but it's the middle of August, so I don't know why they're doing that.
I mean, 4th of July was last month, Miko. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh, yep.
Maybe they're setting off bongs outside, you know what I'm saying? Aw, yeah.
I mean, I am ready to get blasted.
That's my one contractual weed joke for the podcast. I'm fucking done.
All right,
You're not the fucking
let's
liar.
move
You're not
on to
fucking
the let's move on to the next move segment, which is a very sad one, a very depressing one.
Yeah.
Sonic Mania's been delayed, so now nothing in life matters to me anymore.
Only on
Oh,
the PC.
you bought the PC version. Oh.
What
Shame.
what else version am I gonna buy? Do you think I have the
no,
money
yeah,
for a
yeah,
Nintendo
Switch?
Switch.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me go buy a
Game Gear?
Switch. Yeah, I got.
Good luck
I'll
finding
go get a
one.
Game Gear.
Good luck.
So, you have to remind me, because I haven't really been following. Sonic Mania is the one that's the good one. And
Sonic Mania
Forces...
is the one that's styled like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's like the passion project that Sega picked up. And then
It's the one not
Sonic
made by
Forces
Sega.
is Sonic Generations plus my very own Sonic OC character generator.
Right, it's build a Sonic Workshop. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically Sonic Generations.
Yeah, so I mean,
You know.
I like Sonic Generations, so I'm still gonna play
Well, yeah.
it. But yeah,
Yeah.
But I am more excited for Mania than Forces, because...
I mean, Mania comes out next week, so you have reason to be excited.
not
Unless
on
the
the
game.
PC. It doesn't. It's delayed for an extra week.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
no,
yeah.
Miko, I know how long it's been delayed. Don't worry. I know, because I was like, wow, it's only like 4 days left, and then it gets delayed. And now video
Look, man,
games
we have
are
to
bad.
get it running on every toaster out there.
Well, I'll say this. It sucks that it got delayed, but Sega's past PC ports are typically pretty good. They're pretty actually good about PC
So
ports.
that's not the
terrible.
reason. That's the reason they say they delayed it, because
Yeah.
they wanted to do some optimization.
Hopefully they're delaying it to make it run well and shit, so...
So, I guess I'll say this, since I've been kind of keeping up with the stuff. The game did leak. Or, I guess...
Meaning, it's out, you can play
Yeah,
it right
so
No.
No,
So-
some people
so-
broke the street date for the Switch version, and there's no
gotcha.
check in there to stop it, right?
What happened is that some got the collector's edition early, and the code for it inside worked.
now. Oh,
So- And this was a Switch version, so
that's not
they
supposed to
just
happen.
well, apparently it did. So someone who's really bad at that was playing it through some Russian bootleg stream.
I was gonna say, so is there just footage out there I can see right now of Sonic Mania?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep,
But
it's out there.
don't do that. Don't ruin the surprise. Don't.
I think I'm going to, because I'm probably never gonna buy that game. So.
Why? What is wrong with you?
I don't
Why are
know, I
you
don't
a
like
heartless, terrible
Oh.
man?
But
Oh, I
you want
forgot.
you want a game for your Switch though, right?
Well, no, so here's the thing is, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but all Sonic games are bad.
Uh-huh,
So,
are they?
like,
Are they?
Yeah,
Hey,
like
Mike,
all of
at
them.
AGDQ,
So-
I'm gonna
okay.
fucking drop kick
Someone
you.
kicked this memer out of the channel.
If we go back to the show notes, this is why I wrote Sonic Mania is almost here, and soon Zumtosis will have to decide if Sonic the Hedgehog goes or
Actually,
not.
yeah, that is true. If Sonic Mania is good, Sonic is good again. If it's
He will be
bad,
spared.
I will genuinely never want to play a Sonic game again.
If Sonic Mania
So I
is
have-
good, Sonic's life will be spared.
So I have good news for you, Zuntosis.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm the lady that has to kiss Sonic on the lips, bring him back to life.
Is Sonic hanging
Oh,
over a
no.
pit by his toes?
Yes.
And in the pit is, like, a bunch of hungry Eggmen chomping at
Yes.
the bit to eat
yeah.
the Sonic?
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually a thing they showed off, and that's actually, I really kind of wish they kept it in the final.
Yeah, it's fucked up. That would have been a good reveal.
Maybe the PC version can probably do it again. Modding, man. I'll just PC modding. It's always fun. Yeah. 4 more
Alright.
days. I can't
So,
wait.
yeah, Sonic coming up.
And
All right.
now, after that terrible news, let's move on to something More lighthearted.
terrible.
I wouldn't even make that joke. I don't feel good about this
Yeah.
one.
Not even like meme funny. It's just depressing.
Yeah, moment of silence.
That's why I have to
apparently.
laugh, though, because it's bad.
I mean, I guess, but yeah. So there was all these Nazi rallies going on in Charlottesville, and just around Virginia in general, and or I guess are they all in Charlottesville? I'm not sure, but
All the news I heard was out of Charlottesville.
yeah, same.
This is basically what I've been keeping up with. Yeah.
There was one on Friday night with a bunch of what would you call them aside from Nazis?
White supremacists?
There you go. That's
Shit-
the word I was looking for.
Shitbags?
White supremacist
Cunts?
protesters showing up
That's
onto.
my preferred one.
Was it UVM? It was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Virginia's campus, and
I'm trying to think if that's the right place.
I think that's right.
I think
It was definitely
I
a
don't know.
college campus. Anyway, they showed up with tiki torches, which, aka, they were literally a torch mob, walking around screaming about ending immigration.
Uh-huh.
And some very brave souls stood up to them. That was excellent. There was, some sort of light violence and bad things happening, but overall was nothing terrible happened. And then the next day in Charlottesville, when the protests were happening still, there were a lot more anti-fascist protesters, and someone drove a car through a crowd of them.
Mhm.
And right now, I think the official statement is there is one person who passed away and 19 who are injured. So that's fucking terrorism and shitty. That's
Yep.
basically all we have to say about that. But
Yeah,
I mean, the
so
worst part of that too is that they found the car up the road just abandoned.
right, so they actually
shit.
caught the guy.
Yeah, the guy's already been caught.
Yeah,
He's
but-
under arrest. Unfortunately, the statement, right as Zomtosis is about to say, the statement that's coming out of it is that he was scared.
Yeah, he was
because-
scared, man. He's scared of all the people that just want to not die, man. It's just
Yeah.
so scary.
It was so scary, and apparently the statement from the police was, the people were hitting his car with bats and stuff earlier, which actually people quickly found out was a completely different car, and there's a ton of footage of, I mean, it's all over Twitter right now if you want to look, but there's literally footage of this dude. I mean, he's a street away from these people in an empty street, and then just starts accelerating right into the crowd. So it's pretty obvious what was going on there, but don't let media rewrite that story because you can easily find the evidence all over the place.
Yeah,
But,
And
no,
also fuck cops.
yes,
Yeah,
that.
cops.
Yeah.
Fuck, if just like punch a Nazi, maybe murder a Nazi. I don't even care.
Whoa,
I'm not
all
gonna
right.
stop
Hey,
you.
now we can't. No, gotta
Look,
keep this.
I hate Nazis as much as this guy, but let's not stoop to that level.
Look, don't murder a Nazi. You
Just
can't
hit him
wait
in the
for it,
head
but I'm
with a
waiting.
bat until they stop moving. That's not quite murder. You know,
Look,
you
I'm
don't
waiting.
know.
You can just look. They don't have to be dead. You can just break all their limbs or something.
you
But,
kind of want to humiliate them than actually kill them.
yeah.
It stings.
And,
It stings
also,
more.
I think a key factor here is nobody from the anti-fas / socialist, democratic socialist side was out there fucking murdering and hurting people like that. So
That is true.
pretty obvious,
No, but there's violence on both sides. Our
Yeah, but
president
both sides,
said
though.
that.
All right.
Don't
Yeah,
you
and
remember?
Our president's
Why would
also
he
a
lie to
moron,
us?
so,
Why would our
you know.
why would our chicken president lie to us, Mike?
Well, he is a chicken. I mean,
yeah, chickens.
Chicken.
literally and
Chicken.
figuratively.
Why would chickens lie?
I don't know, man. Maybe they just don't want to go in the deep fryer.
The poultry of the United States of America is honest, and definitely doesn't hate everyone that is not white.
They're trying to stay out of the deep fryer. That's why. But yeah. So that was shitty, and
That was shitty. And to break up the tension, you're making it heavier for chicken.
oh my god.
That's such a horrible transition.
Oh, you
but
want that
goddamn it,
chickie?
Well,
I wouldn't mind some chicky right now.
Love some chickie. I would destroy some chickie right now. Oh my god.
so this next segment, I'm gonna let Miko introduce it. But normally that would have been the item on this segment, but since we're not allowed to include news items in this, I think
All right,
this will
so
be.
this is something we tried out in the San Andreas LP, which is what's
Yeah.
the worst thing you saw on the internet this week? So I hope you all are thinking of something really good, because mine is Alex Jones dancing around with the light-up fidget spinner set to the My Hero Academia theme song.
No.
What?
Let me see this. Wait,
All right,
I didn't see
up.
that one.
Oh, I retweeted it, so I don't know how you could have missed it.
So let me ask you a question. Is this actually Alex Jones with a fidget spinner, or is this like a Photoshop?
Yes. No, it's not a Photoshop. It's real.
And is he actually dancing to My Hero Academia?
I think that part was added in later.
Okay, I hope so.
Man, I really wish he figured out anime from this. Oh, he doesn't have kids anymore. Fuck him.
Oh, and when are we getting an edit of this exact same video, but on Deku's computer from My Hero Academia, and he's headbanging to it? Because I need that.
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay, and that's for you.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
Let me see the good content.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You know
I
what
need those views, goddammit.
You know what you can really see in this video? Is the eyes of a man who has lost his family. And all he can find solace in is anime and fidget spinners.
I can't believe Demon Hillary stole his children away and turned them into gay frogs.
No, she turned them into fidget spinners.
Fuck, dude.
Gay fidget spinners.
So I don't think that anime is out yet, so I don't know what the theme song for that one is.
I don't know what that music is, but, it really...
It's anime.
My Hero Academia.
That doesn't help at all.
It's the theme song from an anime that you've never seen.
Yeah.
That would be almost every anime in existence.
Alright, well, I'm glad I could narrow it down.
Let me help you out. Picture Alex Jones in a spandex outfit. And
Oh, fuck.
Alright, no, I'm not doing that,
Please
but,
don't.
Oh, no.
and he flicks you with one finger, and then his finger breaks, but also you explode.
Just saying that he is the Hercules beetle to the other beetle.
Yeah. I'm saying that Alex Jones is All Might.
Alex Jones-sama.
Well, that's really terrible, so congratulations, you're doing pretty good.
There's a reason that the caption is retweet to die instantly.
Alright, so for mine, I've got a link here. This is a series of tweets by John Hendren, and I'm gonna go ahead and read them, because it's not too long, but
I saw this
it
thread.
won't have the same effect, so alright, let's go. Okay, folks, I figured some shit out, and I'm probably going to make some enemies here, but it all needs to be said. I know a lot of these things are not talked about in our little bubble here, but I think once we get it out, things will get better. And I apologize for the tweet storm, but sometimes there are no better ways to get a story across quickly. Unfollow if you must. Fact. Santa is an elf too. He is the biggest and oldest elf, because he has a disease that causes him to live for thousands of years. Fact 2. Santa cannot die. He has tried everything. He wants to rest, but he cannot. He believes this is a punishment. He takes gifts to all the world's children as a way to atone for some grievous sin he committed, but has long forgotten.
Claus.
Santa believes that by giving gifts, over and over every year, he will somehow correct for that sin and finally be allowed to die. But he doesn't realize that enslaving the other elves is the sin. The thing for which he cannot be forgiven is still happening. He crosses the earth every year, giving and giving, and wishing that this will be the year he can escape consciousness and be free. Maybe he will do this forever, until the sun grows cold, and until the end of time itself, driven only by what he believes is the right thing to do, without examining what he's doing to accomplish it. Also, I don't think Santa can jack off because of this. We'll explain later. But that's basically what's on my mind. Please don't at me if you are a troll. I'm turning off my phone now. Thank you.
Christ. We heard it before, but it's still really good.
At fart on Twitter, everybody.
So, here's my question.
Holy shit.
This whole exchange left me with one burning question.
Yeah.
So if Santa can't jack off, right?
That's the question we got.
He can't jack off, but he's married to Miss Claus. So does that mean he can still ejaculate with her help, or he's just done? He can't do any of that.
So what I think the situation there is like he's got those mittens on to keep his hands warm because he lives at the North Pole. I think they're fused to his hands.
Well,
You know, I don't think he can take them off.
Okay, but I feel like jacking off with mittens on is probably doable. Like, I've never done that. But...
I mean, if you try hard enough, anything is possible.
Alright, I mean...
Mittens are
it'll
pretty
probably
soft.
hurt. Maybe.
That's like putting your own sock on your hand instead of your dick and then jacking off.
Alright, first off, is Mrs. Claus an elf?
Yeah, so again, these are all great questions that I had.
Alright.
I think we should get a list together to write to him.
Is a blowjob masturbation?
Okay, so here, let's get a list together. Is Miss Claus an elf?
Yeah, look that up for me.
Is a blowjob masturbation?
Yes.
Can Miss Claus make him ejaculate? My other question was, do the elves know? Do the elves know that this is his sin, and that he can't die, and that, so to punish him for it, they're continuing to abide by his slavery in order to punish him forever?
No.
No,
They
they
do
don't
not
know.
know.
You don't think?
They have basically like a very advanced form of Stockholm syndrome at this point.
Oh, okay. So, like, they're born, and then their parents are like, you must serve Santa the second that they're born.
Yeah, it's kind of like mental conditioning for elves, you know?
Yeah, he's like, he is the king elf, you must serve him. Give your life to Santa.
You must serve the thick elf.
Oh no.
That's fucked
Thick
up, man.
daddy elf.
Please don't call Santa that, please.
You don't call anyone that.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't call anyone that, but especially not
No, wait,
Santa.
I got another Santa question, alright? Does he actually have a beard, or is it like one of those, fake beard strap-on things?
Well, if he's an elf,
And also,
right,
does Mrs. Claus peg him with a strap-on?
probably. I mean, well, again, that's a whole. I mean, we don't know what their whole situation. Also,
These are the things you should write in a fanfic.
Also, apparently, so he has a disease that makes him live for thousands of years, and also he can never die. But that's not true of Mrs. Claus, right? Or is it? Because technically, she's guilty by association, right? So maybe she also can't die.
What if
is also
Mrs.
an elf.
Claus is the one that cursed him, and then he killed Mrs. Claus, and that's why he just can't, he's just permanently cock-blocked.
So Mrs. Claus is just a myth. We think that Mrs. Claus exists, but actually, she's buried 6 feet under the North Pole.
Uh-huh. No, she's not buried, she's a snowman. Turn him
he fed her
into
to the
a
reindeers.
snow lady, I'm sorry.
He chopped her up and fed her to the reindeers.
Including a snow pair of titties and vulva. Because you
I've
gotta...
completely lost the plot on this. I don't know what the
Right,
fuck's
where's
going
Miss
on.
Claus is the next
I'm just
question.
kind of just sitting here and just witnessing all of this.
Yeah, has anyone ever sculpted a snow vulva before? Can someone look that one up for me?
No, I haven't. I personally have not.
Hey, Miko, can
Not
you
the things you don't
specifically
really
look
want
that
to
up
think
for me?
about.
Oh, and of course, a big question, when will you explain later about the jacking off? Because I need to, he still hasn't described it, so I need to know.
Oh, God.
So that's my worst thing that I've seen.
This is why Christmas is a confusing time of year, you know?
Is it?
It's Christmas in August.
Like you're excited about getting presents, but also the presents are a product of slavery. So, it's pretty...
And you don't
My
know...
dude, let me tell you about capitalism.
You don't know if some, you don't know if, some thick-ass giant elf daddy is gonna come through your chimney and just be horny all night.
Please stop saying the words thick elf
Thick
daddy.
elf daddy,
Please.
yeah.
I
But
cannot. I cannot.
That's the thing is, not only do you have to deal with capitalism of the items being made, and you're also now dealing with a second layer of slavery involved in bringing you the items. I don't know. It's rough. Christmas is rough.
Okay,
can't
yeah,
wait
but I
to
like
explain
really
this
need
to my
a
children.
new. I really need a computer monitor though. So
Yeah, same, except I'm probably never having children, but...
You can just steal some from somewhere and explain it to them.
Just steal some of the elves.
Yeah, thanks. That's
I'm
fine.
gonna
You can
raise
have
the
one.
elves to be free.
If
I
I
would
have
like
more than one,
to-
I'll give you one.
I would like to take a time out and just say that the Burn Down the Sandcast does not endorse the stealing of children. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, we only endorse selling of children. Please don't steal them. That's not cool. There needs to be a monetary transaction somewhere in there.
Oh.
I
Alright,
wish
well,
you could see my upset face right now.
I will make sure to send John Hendren these things later.
All right, we'll circle back around on that next time.
Yeah. I'll see if he answers me. Hopefully he will. I mean, he's a busy guy. He's out here explaining Santa lore to everyone, so, if I can get his attention. But I'll try to slide into his DMs. Not in the Nick Robinson style.
It says, please do not talk about the Nick Robinson thing, and you keep doing it.
So
ask Santa for nudes.
So Mark, what is the worst thing you've seen?
Oh, wait. I got confused through all the shit that just happened.
What's the worst thing you saw on the internet this week?
That's honestly a good question, because I've been kind of busy with my own shit, so I haven't really been paying attention to a lot of things. But, does watching someone play Kingdom Hearts really awful count?
Sure, yeah, that counts.
Because Mika can vouch for this for me.
Well, I didn't watch as much of it as you did, but yeah. That
happened. Right. I heard about this. Go on.
Yeah, so, I guess so near the end, I think it was, I think also KFJ was watching with me. Basically, we were just watching, I guess, I Eat Your Pie, good streamer, pretty entertaining when he's not trying to meme it up. Or just, act. But, he was playing Kingdom Hearts last week. He finished it, I think, the other day. But, he spent, a good 45 minutes on, the last area before, the last save point. You know the one.
No, say that again?
So,
the last save point before...
The last save point before the game's end. The final area. The final boss.
Right, yeah.
That room.
Of Kingdom Hearts 1, so they're almost done already.
Yeah, he was in the end of the world. He spent, a good, an hour in, the first area. He was mainly just having issues with the, behemoths and the invisible, because he was going in with Oathkeeper, which is not really a good Keyblade at that point.
Right. No, Oathkeeper sucks.
Yeah. I don't know why he didn't say why. I guess because, light gets darkness, bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know either. So he spent a good, 45 minutes struggling getting through into the world.
Oh, God.
So, but he was Chernobog, he did okay, he actually beat him in about 5 deaths.
Wait, did we explain who this is, by the way?
I Eat Your Pie?
I Eat Your Pie, gotcha.
I Eat Your Pie, yeah, he's a streamer.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so... His username is I Ate Your Pie. He is a speedrunner who he used to hang out with Peaches a lot.
That guy. Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, okay.
Streambig.net, that guy.
He pops up in GDQ every...
Yeah, because
he's going in blind. He's bad at a lot of games. He's going in blind. That's the thing. It's just Miko said this best. You don't want to watch anyone play a game that you're really good at because it's always going to be frustrating.
Yeah, no. So it's just if I see somebody play a game that I've LP'd, I'm like, no, what are you doing? What's wrong with you?
So, was this a speed run or was this just a regular run?
A casual run.
Yeah. Wow. So this was his first playthrough of Kingdom Hearts.
That sounds like
ever.
torture. I don't know if I could watch anyone do a casual run of Kingdom Hearts.
So again, he was in the final room with Oathkeeper, just the thing that gets me more than anything, he doesn't realize he has dodge roll. When he evades...
Oh, it sounds like you.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Fuck you.
Did he equip guard? Tell me.
I don't think he realized he had a guard for half that run.
Half the run? Oh, he's doing pretty good then.
So, he's trying to get through that whole room with all the Heartless that are, you have to destroy, maybe, I feel 50 or 60 before the door opens.
Oh.
Uh-oh, my
and Kingdom Hearts has consumed...
Yeah, the darkness has consumed... Yep. Game bun there.
We're on time.
I'm gonna assume that it was bad. Well, while we're waiting for... that, what should we do? Move on?
I don't know.
Tosis, do you have one?
No.
Do you have anything bad that you saw
So the internet
this week?
was great for you this week.
I mean, everything's kind of the same. It's all the same, numb feeling, and nothing's really different, and it's all the same, and nothing matters, and I can't get out. Please help.
On the internet? Are you sure? You might be thinking of a different internet than me.
Honestly, I really only follow people on Twitter that I actually vaguely know. I don't really get a whole lot of shit.
I mean, sure, but you do other things on the internet, right?
I did try and look up a
Boss
picture
Baby.
of, no. I I did try and look up a picture of Sonic eating a chili dog for a joke, because Miko posted a hot dog man, and then...
You just put that in Google, huh?
Well, I
That
typed...
was a bad move.
let me...
So, look, you don't want to be typing Sonic eating into Google because the furries have taken over that market.
Uh-huh.
And you're
Yeah,
gonna
well,
find some
I
things.
typed in Sonic eating, and then the suggested was Sonic eating chili dog, Sonic eating poop, Sonic eating Amy.
No coprophilia, please. I didn't know that Sora was a cop or Sonic.
And that's what I was like, you know what? The joke isn't worth it, really. I don't care enough about this joke to type enter.
I'm glad we finally have segmented into the vor section of the podcast, in which we talk about
Please.
Sonic voring chili dogs.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, I know at least 2 furries that I know who are already subscribed to the feed, even though there are no episodes, who are very into vor. Shout-outs, I guess?
Real question. When the fuck did the chili dog thing happen? When did that just become a thing?
Alright. So, from my memory, and...
It's a Sonic cartoon, isn't it? Like Saturday morning?
So, from my memory, and I might be wrong about this, but when I was a kid, there were 2 shows early in the morning. Oh, he's back.
There we go. Yeah.
There were 2 shows early in the morning that I watched, and one of them was Mega Man, and one of them was Sonic.
Uh-huh.
And you had to get up at like 6 a.m. to watch either of them. Mm-hmm. And the Sonic show, as far as I remember, is the first place that I ever saw Sonic eat chili dogs.
Now, which one was it?
Okay, it's not Sonic X. That's the one that has a very bad
The
theme
one that
song
is
I
constantly referred to as Sat AM.
Alright, Sonic X is the one that I've kind of seen a lot of.
So, there's just 2. I'm back.
I've seen some of Underground.
So so what, we're talking about Sonic again?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about Sonic.
The start of Sonic voring chili dogs.
Why is it Sat AM?
Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. Well,
Saturday morning Sonic.
Because it's not Sonic X and it's not Sonic Underground, and it was on Saturday morning, is why.
And then also, it mentions Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a lot better to shrink down. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this aired in 1993, or that's when it began airing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like the whole... So...
That's older
chili
than
dogs
I am.
were American.
I would have been
tell
6.
us about chili dogs, Game On.
Chili dogs, yeah. That was an American thing, yeah. But...
Yeah, tell me about I ate your pie eating a chili dog.
No, I'm saying like the idea of like, oh, all that bullshit with Sonic now is all from the American side.
Gotcha.
Now.
And that was never in the games until after that, right?
No, I think the only time chili dogs were referenced in the game was probably Sonic and the Black Knight. No,
it's Unleashed too.
Unleashed.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
I remember in
the
Unleashed.
chili dogs are in the games now,
Definitely
aren't
in
they?
Unleashed.
Actually, wait. This is one thing I'll give Sonic Unleashed credit for, which, I mean, the day stages in Unleashed are pretty cool, but here's one thing I'll give them credit for. All the food in that game looks great.
I mean, did you see
Should I
Ivo
post Eggman
Robotnik
eating a sandwich
eat that
that JPEG?
sandwich?
Yeah. Give
See
me
if I
the
saw that.
Eggman sandwich.
Eggman
Hold
can't
on.
enjoy his sandwich.
I thought I think I still have this somewhere. I think I might have deleted it. Hold on.
I mean, even if you just Google Sonic Unleashed food, the 4th result is a sandwich, and just below that is a chili dog.
Yeah.
And some great tempura looking stuff. I mean, hey, look, they did a good job with the food. Ooh, excuse me, the food in that game.
So it's like Sonic Unleashed had a whole side quest where you had to get all the foods in all the different parts of the world. That's like part of the achievement.
Wait,
Yeah,
really? I
so
don't
like
remember
you know
that.
how if you go to Disney World and you go to Epcot and they have like the World Food Alley, it's basically that except in a video game.
But yeah, like so they had different foods for each parts of the worlds that you went to. So like yeah, tempura. Like I guess I think that's
This is
the egg.
This is Eggman.
That's the Eggman Land. Oh, that's Eggman Land food. That's in the game. They're all terrible.
Good.
but it actually looks good though too.
And like according to Chip, it tastes horrible.
Well, I mean,
Fried rice with shrimp tempura. What's not to like?
I can't
Well,
believe.
so also on the same plate though is flan, and it looks like cucumbers and broccoli and tomatoes.
The
So
flan's
that was
on
like
the
my favorite
side.
thing about like Eggman Land Hub. You didn't get that to after you beat the game, but like they had like special things just with Eggman's face on it, from the food to the flag to the because each area also had its own different artifact or like what's the word for it? I guess like souvenir.
Sure. Oh yeah. Souvenir.
I wish I could find like an images of all the items in that game. The Eggman stuff is actually kind of fun.
All right. Well, just really quickly, just to finish off, since I think we've exhausted talking about Sonic eating chili dogs.
Have we?
Oh, just you wait. This is only episode 1.
Oh no. So it was, we haven't talked about that video, I guess, yet, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. Anyway. Yeah. So was there a punchline to the Kingdom Hearts thing, or is he just bad? He's just bad at it.
He got to a point where he literally just like said he was getting very salty.
Oh, at Kingdom Hearts, really? He was playing on normal, right?
I'm pretty sure he's playing normal. I think if he played on proud, he would have just like gave up.
I missed the beginning part, so I don't know.
He did eventually. I was watching to the point where he was finding Ansem.
Oh, okay.
He was having problems with the second phase where it's just you and him and his Standu.
So you basically
he had the problem. He could never dodge. That was his main thing. So he was always just using items, and he always run out before.
He would just get hit and then heal, and then get hit and then heal. Yeah,
exactly. Also, all his magic was like level 1, so he didn't.
Woof. Are you serious?
So he was using this regular area, which didn't have the damage buff, which is Areora had.
Yeah, Aroga. Yeah.
So he was having just problems doing that. Like, I can't fault him because he wanted to go in blind, so more power to him.
I guess.
So I mean, he did eventually beat it because he was doing Mario Galaxy 2 a little while ago, so I guess he was done.
So you decided to torture yourself by watching that. That's one thing.
I had to see how far he would go. I had it in the background.
You had to know whether he would just quit screaming or finish it.
Yeah, that was like, I think even the chat was like going, this is getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I do want to mention one quick thing also.
Yeah.
Regarding the Mania, like the Sonic Mania leaks.
Sure.
Like I mentioned, like the guy who got it, he's really bad.
Oh,
like
Sonic,
I think like
though?
we're like watching him try to get through one of the zones, and he kept fucking up at the very same spots to the point where he came over like 12 times in a row.
Wow, dude. No.
Like,
don't be a leaker and be bad at video games. That's not how it works.
Exactly. Like, it was one of the later zones. I guess like the last couple were left, but he kept fucking up in the same exact spots.
Right. Just run into the spikes, same spikes every time, etc., etc.
Exactly, with the spikes. And then there was the boss itself in the zone. And he kept fucking up also. Oof, that was rough.
So, alright, so I have one honorable mention for worst thing that I've seen on the internet this week, though. Which is, I think it's called Senua, Hellblade Senua, is that correct? Is that how you say it?
Oh, is this the titty game?
No, this is the game that people were flipping out about how their save games were going to be perma-deleted if they ever died, and then it turns out that doesn't even happen. I just want to honorable mention shout-outs to that. People getting so salty about video games on Twitter.
Did it turn out it doesn't happen?
They're trying to live Kojima's original dream for Metal Gear Solid, where if you died, the game disc would explode.
Last I heard, it does actually happen?
I think from what I've heard, it doesn't actually happen. That might not be true, though, but I think that's the case.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does actually happen. But
I think the developers just said it happens, and it actually doesn't, was the case.
It might get passed in. It's kind of like an in-job kind of thing. Like, hey, you want to do it? Go for it. I would imagine.
But, suffice to say, people get real mad about save games, huh?
No, it happens. It happens.
It's like nobody's ever played an Iron Man game before. They just don't know that you can just sometimes...
yeah, but having that be the only way to play is dumb.
Is it, though?
Yeah, it is. Because some people don't have the time to fucking waste on, 8 hours of their life.
I mean, that's fair. If it's an option, I wouldn't mind it. It's not the only thing you got.
If you just force people to do that, and then they have no idea when their save is going to get deleted because you don't even fucking bother to tell them how many lives they have, that's just dumb.
So I think they said, though, prior to this game even coming out, that it was going to have this permadeath feature. So, which, again, I'm not sure if that's actually the case. But anyway, the point being, why would you buy that game if that was a problem for you? Wouldn't you just not buy that game?
Because not everyone's going to know that, because not everyone's going to read up on a game as extensively as everyone else. Some people just look at games and then buy them. No, you can't
guess.
fucking just be like, sorry, dickhead, you didn't know that this was in there, huh?
Well, but it's like that's like if you buy a hard game. Sometimes you buy a game and it's too hard. That's
There's a
that's
difference
life.
between
Like,
hard games and artificial difficulty that just literally makes you have to restart the game.
I don't think it's artificial. It's
Yeah,
intentional.
that's just to waste your time. Let's be honest.
Well, it's intentional. It's like if you lose, then you have to start over. It's just like old NES games.
Yeah,
But like I
they
said,
were
it's-
like that for a reason, though. Because they were really short, and if they weren't like that, you would fucking
Right.
beat them immediately.
Well, that might be true of this game too. We don't know. I don't know how
No,
long
because
this
there's
game
people
is.
that are going like over 8 hours into it. So
8 hours
it's
is not long.
What?
To lose a save, yeah, it is.
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is. It is.
That's a long fucking time to waste.
That's like a
for
Call
some
of Duty
people.
campaign.
For people that
Christ.
have like a few hours a day to play a game, that's a long time to waste.
Or
I'm
less,
gonna
as
look
I
up
did
it-
last semester. Like,
I'm
it's
gonna-
not... That's not good. Also, the concept of artificial difficulty makes no sense, because video games are artificial. Everything's
Right.
artificial difficulty.
Bitch, don't nitpick to terms. I didn't invent them.
Video games aren't
hey.
real.
So I looked it up. Hellblade permadeath is a bluff. It was a ploy all along.
From where?
I'm
Where's your
looking it up
sources?
right now. Search Hellblade permadeath on the
Picture
internet.
or it didn't happen, bitch.
Here we go. I'm gonna read. The game promises that your rot, whatever that is, which is I guess something that happens when you die, it will increase with every death, eventually killing Senua permanently. It just doesn't. The rot will grow to a certain point, which we think is governed by how far through the game you are, and then stop. In fact, this happens fairly quickly after a couple deaths. Details and 50 of our own deaths are in the video above.
Alright, so this
Nice.
website you're looking at
We're bad at
is,
video games.
I've never fucking heard of it before.
Me either, but there's also every other website saying the exact same thing. So, and this is what I had heard too when I read about it, is that, yeah, so the developers basically just said, and the game tells you as well, that there's this permadeath feature in it, and that's not even really true. They just want you to be scared. So, yeah, people got up in arms over nothing. That was basically the hilariousness of this Twitter exchange that I noticed.
Are you saying Twitter is bad?
A
I am.
I
little.
don't know anymore.
Twitter was a mistake.
Like, all these fucking, like, they're reporting that, like, yeah, it's in there, and then they're like, nah, it's not in there.
Well, yeah,
It's like, I don't
because
fucking-
the devs and everyone said it was, and then they were like,
Alright, so
and
that's
people
just...
actually played it.
But then that's the devs' fault for literally lying about what's in their game.
I
To
mean, I guess,
cause
but they
drama,
did it on-
and they did it to cause drama, and then the drama
Yeah.
happened.
Well, they did it to. Well, we don't know why they did it. Probably, I'm sure the PR didn't. hurt
They
them.
probably did it for
But-
the same reason that the guy who made No Man's Sky said there's multiplayer in it, because he thought people would buy it for it.
Right. Or, well, yeah, but that's my point. Is like you want people to play your game a certain way, right? I think a lot of devs feel that way.
So you just lied to them
probably that
about
was-
features in
Yeah,
your
sure.
game, which is
Yeah,
illegal,
sure. Why not?
actually. Last
Is it
I
illegal
checked.
though?
Yeah, it is.
It's not really a feature.
It is illegal. That's false advertising.
You guys are perfectly set up for a segue in which
Uh-huh.
there's
Are we?
apparently a new No Man's Sky patch out.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is-
Oh, yeah.
has a lot of shit in
Yeah.
it, and I don't want to play it and find out it's bad, so somebody needs to
Now,
tell me if it's
if
good
you
or not.
want to talk about people getting mad on the internet for no reason, there's a bunch of people that are mad that there's a patch for No Man's Sky that might make it better.
Well,
And that's
actually, so
funny.
they've been patching it nonstop, and I'm not gonna say that it's a good game because, as someone who played actually probably like 6 to 7 hours of that game, and didn't really, I don't want to get into the whole controversy surrounding this game, but you know, if you didn't hear about it, basically they promised a lot of features, or they at least hinted at a lot of features, and sort of
Peter Molyneux's illegitimate son made a game,
Right,
and then it was
exactly.
exactly like him in every way.
yes, and of course, but of course they were, or at least from the perspective of somebody who buys a lot of video games, it definitely seemed like they were overselling it from the beginning. So when I got this game, I was like, all right, I'm not expecting it. This is an indie studio. They can't, make good on all these promises. And so I didn't have too much of a problem with it, but it was definitely bare bones as fuck at launch.
Yeah, so like my main complaint about No Man's Sky, as it was when I purchased it, is that it got real boring real quick.
I mean, there was really nothing to do. It was doing the exact same thing, the same loop, which is not an exciting loop on planets. The combat was not great, and that was like the only break from this loop, which is collecting resource, selling it or building a thing and then flying to another planet. Like, that's basically what there was. Or exploring, which, like, if you ever played Metroid Prime, like, scanning stuff, that was a big part of that game.
Yeah, that's the best game made by Nintendo. You're right.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you why
Unfortunately, this is not
great.
as good as that.
No, it's not, so I'm just gonna go play Metroid Prime instead, fucker.
I mean, does No Man's Sky have lore about space pirates and tubes?
Actually, maybe. And
Kinda.
Yeah.
In, like, a weird way.
I can't wait
sort of.
for Metroid Prime 4 where Samus talks and they ruin her again.
No Chozo statues, though. Okay, but however, what I will say... So they added a lot in this patch. I'm not going to go into all of it, but I'll go over some highlights because I did see that. There was low-altitude flying combat now. Because before, the way it worked basically was once you got to a certain height, your ship just lands no matter what automatically on its own. That's different now. Now there's, like, you can fly around in low altitude and I guess shoot and do stuff.
And crash?
Yes, and crash, I'm sure. And, well, I don't know, but there are fast travel points now. There is a more complex system of being able to get quests from trading posts and complete them. And so basically actual objectives in the game.
I've heard they actually added a story.
Right, instead of the one nebulous objective that there was
instead
originally,
of get
which
to
was
the middle and then nothing happens.
Go to the middle, right?
Which some people may say that's a spoiler to say that, but literally it's just saving your time because nothing happens.
So they added more story. I don't really know what it is, but it says that they added more story. So they're getting there.
You have to fuck all the different animals in space. And,
when did No Man's Sky come out again? Do we know?
Like
2015? Was it 16 or 2015?
August 2016.
Alright, so exactly 1 year ago. So yeah, give them another 2 years and it'll probably be a game I might want to play again.
That was No Man's Sky is a really great early access game. Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Oh no. Good game to listen to podcasts to, though, like this one.
Yeah, for sure. I got a lot of Mabim Bam listened to while I was playing No Man's Sky. A lot of The Best Show. A lot of Bombcast.
Yeah. All right.
Just a lot of nothing.
So, do you want to introduce this next segment?
Well,
what is it?
All right. So obviously nobody wants to, so I'm going to do it. So, we're new. We don't technically exist until we finish recording this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pinching myself right now, and I feel nothing.
Yeah. So we don't exist yet, but like in an hour or two, we totally will. So nobody has sent us any questions. Well, that's not true. That's not true. Did. But nobody has sent us any real questions.
Look.
You received one question. What was it?
Look, Batista's dick.
No, so
what that is.
I've received 3 questions.
Okay, can we
one? Okay, no, let me. Before we go to
I want to hear them.
The topic.
Exactly.
Let me open up Thunderbird here. Hold on.
Sure.
We already know.
Okay. July 1st, 2017, from Count Zio. Question: how big is Batista's dick?
That is a very good question.
Question from Count Zio, 7/1/2017. If 2 guys were on the moon and one of them killed the other with a rock, how big would Batista's dick be?
Alright, well,
same size.
If we want to talk about wrestlers' dicks,
we
don't. Can talk about Xbox dick because that's out there. If we really want.
Xbox, happy Batista's dick.
What?
Well, we've got a second person who responded.
Oh.
This comes from somebody named Rotation Surgeon.
Oh, okay.
The subject line is, why do robot have titty? The body of the message says, hi, my name is Peanut. I played Titanfall 2 the other day, and the robot have titty. Why do robot have titty?
Alright, well, I can answer that one.
You think you can explain Peanut?
You can't get a tit job from a robot without titties, obviously.
Oh.
So, like, what else do you think they were there for?
And then I've got a Google email verification, verify your Apple email address for iTunes, and then real responses start coming in for the topic, which was... This was spawned by a conversation I had at work, where, what are some, like, really, really good cover versions of songs?
So we asked Twitter.
Yeah, so I asked Twitter. Some people sent me, like, 10, some people sent me, like, 1, and I very quickly, I only pulled 20. There was a lot of responses.
Now, unfortunately, we didn't listen to any of these yet.
False. I have listened to a couple, and I also know one of them already.
Didn't listen to any. I mean, I could talk about, I guess, the Mad World one, which isn't good, but, you know, we could do that if you want.
Yeah, well, please talk about that one, because you know who sent me that one.
So your opinion is wrong. Gary Jules' version of Mad World isn't as good as Tears for Fears. Fuck you, pretty much. And if I ever see you in real life, I'm gonna drop kick you like I'm gonna do to Mike.
I have actually a really similar comment. I have to go with David Byrne's I Want to Dance with Somebody, which is, of course, a Whitney Houston cover. So, I had never heard this cover before, and I was like, really? Is this a thing? So I went and I listened to it, and there's a really good YouTube recording. Can probably provide the link. It's in the show notes, so we will provide the link afterwards. That's hilarious of him performing it live, and boy, is he bad. It's not good. I don't know if this was a sarcastic, like, oh, this is really good sort of thing, or if you actually like this, but I'm sorry if you actually like this, because I don't love Whitney Houston, but her version is a lot better.
Alright, so I'm gonna go through the rest of this list just real quick.
He sounds like an old cat dying. Go on.
If you have any thoughts about any of these, just hold them till the end.
Alright, so I listened to about 38 seconds of that video, and I'm gonna just turn that off now.
Okay.
Because I can't.
Alright, so
go ahead.
The one that spawned the conversation at work is Jolene by the White Stripes, Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Radio Gaga, Electric Six, this Queen cover. David Bowie, Cactus by the Pixies.
Hey, anytime that you do a Pixies cover, you're a good person, so...
Yeah.
And that's a good cover.
There's a band called...
better than the original.
This one's pretty good. There's a band called Starfucker that covered Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, I thought that was a cover of Starfucker.
No.
No, that's a Nine Inch Nails song.
I wish Cyndi Lauper
That's different.
had made a song named Starfucker.
I wish Cyndi Lauper had covered Starfuckers Incorporated by Nine Inch Nails. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, anyway. Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal. It's Mikey J. It's your boy.
This is the best fucking song ever. Look,
Yo.
Michael Jackson makes a lot of good music, alright? I'll give him credit.
Do you remember the part where I told you to hold your comments till the end?
Alright, go on.
Anyway, next up is Johnny Cash doing Hurt by Nine Inch Nails. That's obviously a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote Zio shitposting, so we already covered that. We can skip that one.
Yeah.
The Hold Steady doing Atlantic City by Bruce Springsteen. Lily Allen doing Straight to Hell by The Clash. Jimi Hendrix doing All Along the Watchtower by Bobbert Dylan.
I don't think we need to go any further.
It's actually William Dylan. Thank you.
Gary Jules' Mad World. Thanks, Kalon Zombie, you idiot. Somebody sent me something from somebody called Nash the Slash, who did 21st Century Schizoid Man by King Crimson. This was a little wild. You guys might want to check this out if you get the chance.
Fair enough.
Kate Bush doing Rocket Man by Elton John. The Futureheads doing Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. David Byrne doing I Don't Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston. Tori Amos doing Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield. That one's actually pretty good. Patti Smith. I wrote Smells Like Teens, but I think that was a typo. It smells like
teen butthole.
It's supposed to be Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana. Nine Inch Nails doing Memorabilia, which is a cover of a Soft Cell song. It's kind of a deep cut. I don't know. Cat Power has an album called The Covers Record, where she just does covers. The best one on there is I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Stones. William Shatner doing Common People.
God.
2004.
Oh, that one sounds good.
I owned this album. It's pretty wild. You should check it out.
I read that and I couldn't fucking believe what I was reading.
Yo, so William Shatner put out an album in 2004 called Has Been, and this is the opening track. It's fucking amazing. You need to listen to it. And then the last one is The Concept of Yola Tengo is Murdering the Classics, which I don't know if any of you guys know about this one.
No.
All right. I'm going to be honest. I don't know most of these.
That's fine.
Or a lot of them, at least.
Yeah, I have comments about a couple.
All right, so I'll explain Yola Tengo is Murdering the Classics, and then we'll... So, Yola Tengo is a band out of Hoboken, New Jersey. This is your favorite, Mike. Mm-hmm. So, they're very good friends of the station at WFMU out of Jersey City. So that's my station. That's my jam. They're freeform radio. They give the DJs an hour and they do whatever the fuck they want. They're a non-profit. It's great. So every year they have what is called the WFMU Marathon, where they raise money to keep the station on the air, and at the tail end of it, every year for at least 15 years, Yola Tengo will take donations to do cover songs of songs they don't know. Live on the radio. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. They put out a collection of them a few years ago called Yola Tengo is the Murdering the Classics.
I did not know this. I'm gonna go find this.
So WFMU also archives all of their recordings except for this. I don't know why. There might be like some Matador Records like situation going on there, but there is an album with a bunch of these out there that you can purchase.
Do you know what the album name is?
It's called Yola Tengo is Murdering the Classics.
Shit, it's not on my torrent site. All right, go on.
That's the whole thing. I have it if you want it. Like,
I do.
You know, we cut this part out. And we're trading wares.
We're not. That wouldn't. We would never advocate trading wares. Only selling wares and children.
Show up to your house with a thumb drive.
All right, so let me hit you with my thoughts. One, White Stripes are fucking excellent. Jolene is fucking excellent. Dolly Parton is pretty good too. Like, I don't hate her, but boy, that cover is way better than the original version by a mile.
That cover is like, it's something else because it's nothing
classic.
like the original. Yeah.
No, it's a complete revamp, and in being a complete revamp, it's still a classic, and it's really good. So that's a perfect example of a great cover. The David Bowie one, it's actually pretty similar. Not as grunge guitar heavy as the Pixies can kind of be with that sort of chugging, but he's definitely keeps a similar tone. He just has, no offense to I can't remember her name. No offense to Pixies lady, but he has a better voice than her.
Kim Deal.
So, yeah, bodied Kim Deal. Better voice than Kim Deal, which, I mean, I don't know. She doesn't have a great voice, so suffer, I guess. Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal, that's the best version of that song. You can't tell me otherwise. It's fucking hilarious. It's like if Crush 40 covered a Michael Jackson song.
I'm sorry, what? No, I need to hear this now, actually.
Oh, you should. It's so funny. It's really
Oh my god. Like, that song came out when I was, like, first getting into music in high school. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I actually, true story, I actually heard this version of Smooth Criminal before I ever heard the original.
Yeah, me too.
And having heard both of them, I still like this version better. It's awesome. It is completely different from the original, and it's fucking stupid in a really good way. It's like butt rock of the highest order. Johnny Cash hurt. Yeah, sure. I don't listen to Nine Inch Nails that much, so I can't really comment on that.
I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan, so don't step to me.
Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower. You know, I don't think this is a bad song. I actually do like his cover a lot, but I don't think it's better than Bob Dylan's version. Sorry, guys.
I think you might be the only person in the world that thinks that. I think
That's fair.
A lot of people literally think that Hendrix wrote it and Bob Dylan covered it.
Yeah, but they're fucking wrong.
Hey, Mike, remember when I talked about Gary Jules and I said, you're wrong and fuck you?
Yeah.
Again, fuck you.
Yeah, much. No, but here's the thing, right? Is people think Jimi Hendrix wrote the song,
but
you're right.
I know he didn't,
but here's the thing.
Care.
Jimi Hendrix is high on heroin all the time and is not good at writing lyrics. You know who's good at writing lyrics? Fucking Bob Dylan. And he's pretty good at singing them, too. So, as a Bob Dylan fan, I like that version better, but I can get why people would like the Hendrix version better. It's more dynamic, and it's definitely more interesting. It's not as folky.
It's a better song, pretty much, you know.
But I like the Bob Dylan version a lot better. And yeah, that
Do you
David
mean
Byrne
Bobbert
shit
Dylan?
was... Bobbert, yeah.
Bobbert Dylan. That's what I wrote. That's legally binding.
Willem Bob Dylan. I saw that Tori Amos cover. It was really awesome. She gets like really like kind of brooding and deep about it, and it's very good. There's a good recording of her in Australia performing it.
Yeah. That's the only version I could find was the Australia recording.
Yep, same. But it was good. And yeah, I guess lastly, I mean, Cat Power, sure, that's a great cover, but there's not much to say other than it's really good. And the original band, the Stones, basically just had a one-hit wonder that was not great, and then she made it better. So
yeah, nobody knows who the Rolling Stones are.
No. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure they had like 3 popular songs. That's basically it.
Yeah, about one per album. They've only put out 3 albums, so you know.
Yeah. And my last comment is, really, William Shatner released an album called Has Been and covered Common People.
Yes,
on
he
it.
did.
He did that.
And not only
in
did he do
real
that,
life.
I owned that album.
This isn't the VR zone, right? This is a real thing that happened?
This is a real thing that happened. You can.
Okay.
There's also on this album, there's a track, because, like, William Shatner just does spoken word. There's a track where he's doing spoken word with Henry Rollins, and it's, like, wild as hell.
Christ.
Oh my god. People need to experience this album, because I can't be the only one who has. It's
Henry
just,
Rollins is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Any other comments, anybody?
I did think of one more, which most people will probably not understand. But when I went to the Pitchfork Musical Festival in 2006 and saw the Mountain Goats live for the first time...
Hey, that's back before people hated Pitchfork.
No, people definitely hated Pitchfork in 06. In fact, I think they hated it more than they do now. People don't really think about Pitchfork.
Well, now
much.
it's not even relevant anymore, so...
Yeah. So, the Mountain Goats covered a version of a song... It was called Terror Song by a band called Furniture Hustle, and I've heard the original, but it is very, very hard to find, and the original is very, very bad.
Oh,
and the Mountain Goats cover is very, very good.
I think that's the right way to do a cover, is take a song that sucks by a band no one knows, and then make it good.
Yeah, so he does this, he only does it live, because it requires a lot of audience participation. Go look it up. It's, the lyrics are very simple, but it is a lot of fun to participate in, I can tell you from experience. Terror Song. And that brings us to the end of this segment. Send your questions, comments, whatever, to podcast at burndownthesandcastle.info.
You can send really bad questions. We will try to answer them. But if you ask me about Vor one more time, I will just find you.
Can't believe.
And I will make you watch the man in the Sonic outfit eating the chili dog.
Can't believe you didn't let me give my sick opinions, man. That's fucked up. I'm gonna leave now.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You said you didn't listen to them, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
To be honest, I mean, I've never heard Kate Bush's version of Rocket Man, but she must have done a good cover of that William Shatner song, you know?
Kate Bush covering Common People as covered by William Shatner. I would listen to that. That sounds actually pretty awesome.
I honestly prefer the quiet version of Hurt by Nine Inch Nails, and not the Johnny Cash one.
Yeah, he screams a lot in that one.
Yeah, that's his sort of thing.
Which, like, you wouldn't think, because it's not really his scene, but, he's really going for the Trent Reznor thing, and he kind of overdid it.
No, I mean, haven't you ever heard the quiet version? God damn it.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The version where they take out the background noise they had in Hurt. That's kind of obnoxious, to be honest.
Oh no, but that's good.
That's the quiet version, and I prefer that one over the Johnny Cash one, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Just sounds
right.
better
Johnny
to me.
Cash is pretty polarizing.
I mean, I like the Johnny Cash one, I just like the other one more.
Yeah.
I mean, I could bring up a cover and say the cover of Man Who Sold the World in Metal Gear Solid 5 was good, and probably better than the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue that.
For, I guess, the game, it was better fitting than the original.
I don't care enough to argue it, for sure, so I'll
I mean, the game was bad, if you want that. Like, the game was not good.
I enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 5 until I got 40 hours in and got bored and stopped. So
yeah, I enjoyed it up until the point
game
where it stopped being good.
The game is fun, but then they forgot to do a story that's at all competent or good.
They didn't forget; they just ran out of money, and Konami said stop.
No, I'm pretty sure Kojima just didn't want to do Metal Gear Solid anymore, but he had to.
Yeah. So when can I get a cover of Common People covered by William Shatner, covered by Common? Because that's what I really want.
That sounds fucking amazing.
Alright, I'm gonna cover William Shatner's album, right now. Okay. I don't know any of the songs in that album, so unfortunately...
Okay, so go ahead and just, you can just fuck a green alien lady instead, and that'll be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know William Shatner's kind of an asshole?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't care about William Shatner pretty much.
Yeah, no, I only put this on here because, like, I remembered that it existed, and I'm like, oh shit, that's really weird now that I'm, like, 15 years removed from this.
So yeah, just...
There's the Jesse's Girl thing. I don't like that song.
You might like the Tori Amos version, actually, because Tori Amos is fucking rad.
It's very different. You should check it out.
I Can't Get No Satisfaction is an okay Rolling Stones song, I guess.
I mean, compared to their other...
I'm not the biggest Rolling Stones
like,
person.
So I am a Stones fan. I Can't Get No Satisfaction is probably one of my least favorite songs by them.
Yeah, well, it's pretty...
It's just boring.
It's just repetitive.
I'm gonna be honest, like, with rock and roll, like, 70s is kind of hitting where I stopped caring.
Okay, but Led Zeppelin is great, though. Anyway.
Nah. Nah. Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith. Actually, the only good thing is in what the hell? Maximum Overdrive. This Maximum Overdrive soundtrack is the only good thing.
Yeah, I love people pouring sugar on me. So is that your opinions?
Is that my opinions? Sure. Why
just
not?
in general of life.
Yeah. You know.
One more time, really quickly. Just podcast at burndownthesandcastle.info to send me your questions for next week.
Hi.
So
burndownthesandcastle.daddy.com. Send your
No,
requests.
that's not the email address. That's incorrect.
Podcast at burndownthesandcastle.info.
You can make that joke once people have the podcast email memorized.
Yeah, you gotta do that like 300 episodes in. Then you can
don't confuse the people this early on.
I want people to send their emails to a non-existent website.
Yeah, so I guess, I mean, we left a little time at the end for if anybody wants to talk about games they played this week, just as like a little, I mean, that's something we might do at different points in the podcast, maybe more in the beginning normally, but
it's
we didn't
kind
really
of whenever.
So let me ask you, Nico,
fun.
what have you been playing lately in the last week or so? What video games are you playing?
I played Thumper. That's pretty alright.
Remind me what that is. That's the VR game?
That's the not the VR game. The one where you're a beetle on a track and you have the rhythm violence, noise rock, and
but it's also in VR, right? Is that not true?
You can play it in VR
if
you have that kind of fucking money, but I don't. So
yes, well, get $800, I guess.
I mean, no.
And then you too can get motion sickness.
So basically that's what's it called? Audio surf, right? It's like similar.
Sort of.
You can put in tracks as well, right? Like you can use your own music. Oh.
No.
All right.
So it's just a rhythm game, right?
Yeah, it's a rhythm game, and I've never gripped a controller that hard in my life, and my thumb always hurts after I'm done because it is very very tense.
Now,
is it taking you for a ride?
You could say that, but then you would be talking about Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it's definitely not that game.
Oh, it isn't? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Does it have
game.
super combos?
I mean, there are things you can do that are kind of like combos.
It sounds like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 to me.
Sure.
Can you foot dive?
No?
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe not.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like rhythm games too much.
That's fine. Rhythm games are my shit.
I don't know why. I just can't get into them, I guess.
It depends for me. It needs more of a gimmick for me to be interested. That's why I think a lot of people kind of got into Guitar Hero because of that. It's like, well, because you have this peripheral, it's more exciting.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it's kind of what worked for me.
Yeah.
I played at a friend's house, and then they came out with like 30 different versions of the damn game. You kind of get overwhelmed.
Yeah, but I always liked, what's that? It's not Oendon. I mean, that one is good too, but it's like Oendon for PC. Do you know what I'm talking about? People can submit their own tracks and stuff.
Osu?
Yeah, Os. Yeah.
It's just I thought Osu just...
Osu, yeah. A.k.a. Os. I always like that too. Sort of simple, fun little touch.
It is, but I can never get used to the Osu, the PC version. I don't know why.
The timings are weird a lot of the time. People have to be really good at making timings on tracks for it to be good.
Yeah,
so
that's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, that's the
But like 90% of the stuff on Osu is just straight up just anime. So
is all the music in Thumper just like, or like what's the deal? Miko?
What? Huh?
Is all the music in Thumper just like fucking pounding electronic music, or what's the deal?
Yes.
It is? Okay. Good
Yes.
to know. That's all you've been playing lately?
And a little bit of Splatoon 2 here and there.
Oh, Splatoon, you mean?
Yeah, it's a good video game.
I love Squid Kids.
Yeah. But I haven't had much time this week to play it, so...
I mean, I know that you and GameBon have thoughts about that game. You both play that a lot, right? Splatoon.
How much do you guys want to drink mayonnaise now, by the way?
Yeah, do you want to drink
I was
mayonnaise,
team ketchup, bitch.
Same.
I mean, that's because you're logical people.
I was not playing, but I was team mayonnaise, and we won, so bodied.
They're so disgusting.
And Mike was team mayonnaise because he's not a reasonable person.
There we go.
Damn, the gloves come off. Anyway.
Better or worse, would you say, than Splatoon 1?
I'd say better. So from the it's just different. It's not... It's just Splatoon 1 again, but on the Switch, and they've changed a couple of things.
Handheld Splatoon seems good to me. I like the idea.
I have yet to also
Yeah.
play Salmon Run, or Salmon Rush, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, so what is this? Everybody's been talking about it, and I don't know
I don't
what it is.
necessarily... I haven't had a chance either. I don't necessarily understand why Salmon Run is closed sometimes and open other times. I don't really get it.
I think because you get a lot of experience in that mode, a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that probably makes it just like to make it, like why bother doing the actual like turf war? You can just do Salmon Rush all the time.
What is it though? Is this
It's horde
co-op
mode.
versus AI? Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you fighting what?
You're fighting-
salmon?
Salmonoids.
Do they look
freaking
like
fish.
fish people?
Yes.
Yeah.
When do I get to play as fish people in Splatoon? Splatoon 3?
Supposedly you might get a chance to play the Octoling soon.
Splatoon? Is that when I get to play as fish people?
Like, they're ugly pieces of shit, because they all use, like, frying pans and stuff in the kitchen. Like,
Yeah.
they're just like, whatever we can find, we'll make a weapon out of it.
Hell yeah. That's what I want. I don't want to fight people with goo. I just want to hit them with a frying pan.
I mean, they do use goo. It's just they also use frying pans.
Alright, well, you know.
They use a
they're doing
different
their best.
kind of goo, though.
Uh-oh.
It's choo-choo goo, my
They
dude.
use
Salmon
that
goo.
caviar fish goo.
Yeah,
You know?
they spray fish eggs at you.
I mean, you do get their eggs, though. That's the
You
whole
do.
point.
That's literally the goal.
Gross.
Like, you are working for a wooden bear. Basically.
Yeah. Also, those fish eggs are about the size of the Namekian Dragon Balls.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's some big eggs.
I summon Purunga, the fish god.
Can you make, like, a fish-based wish?
You could make a fish-based wish if you wanted to. Can't guarantee it's gonna come true.
That was disgusting. Yeah,
Alright.
I've been wanting to play that, and I also skipped on the Splatfest because I had stuff to do.
So, what else have you been playing lately, GameBun?
Oh,
Splatoon, for one.
Let's see. What the hell have I been doing? I've been trying to play Hey Pikmin for a while, but it hasn't popped up on,
Play what?
the thing. Hey Pikmin.
What is
3DS. It's just the 2D Pikmin game on the 3DS.
2D Pikmin game? What? Is this new?
Yeah. I have not played it, but I've been wanting to play it.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
that
trying
a
to wait
while
for it to
ago.
pop up on the Switch.
I haven't
trying to
even
wait-
fucking heard about this. Is it good? Like, what is it exactly?
It's been out for like a week and a half.
I have
Yeah.
heard that it's basically, like, it's okay. It's an okay
Yeah.
video game.
2D Pikmin
put-
seems like a weird concept to me. I'm not really sure how that works. Is it
They
platformer?
did the same thing. They did the same thing to Chibi Robo.
Okay,
It's kind of
yeah,
a
I guess
mix.
that's true. So,
Sort of thing. I haven't played it. I'm trying to say I've been trying to find it because it's not on the. Can we talk about that kind of stuff on the podcast, or do we not care?
it's
Talk
not
about
on
what
the
kind of
service
stuff?
that you use to get games. Yes.
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 Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the dark web?
Yeah, it's not on the
Yes.
dark web yet.
The Darknet from Mega Man. Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna buy
So-
weed and illegal video games on the dark web.
When you say that it's 2D, is it like side-scrolling or is it
Yes.
top-down? It's not, so it's
Side-scrolling.
so it is like a platformer. It's like a platformer plus the Pikmin mechanics.
It's platformer and puzzles. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's literally Chibi Robo Ziplash.
is there still fighting
Yes, you do throw Pikmin. That's stuff.
at guys? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
But
interesting.
yeah, I've been wanting to try it for a while. I just haven't had a chance to.
Alright, but
I hadn't heard about that at all.
but do those like
As
snake
far-
bird things still come up and fucking kill all your Pikmin because they're terrible?
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen much footage of it because 3DS games are hard to get.
Have you ever played one of the older Pikmin games and got to a point where so many of your Pikmin have died you've decided to restart because you feel bad? Because that's what I did.
Not because you can't complete it, but because you feel bad.
Because I was just like, God, I fucking really just didn't care.
I think when I did that. I never played 2, which I really want to.
Yeah, 2 is the one I did. I got like to the halfway point, and then I was like, oh God, that many have died?
Yeah, at least in 2 you have no like time limit. You just go whenever. Because I've only played 1, and I beat in 3.
Although 2 does have a thing where you can run out of certain types of Pikmin, kind of, and then you can't get some of the treasures.
It's the fat Pikmin. When the 2 you added into that game, you can't get them normally. You have to like convert Pikmin.
Yeah, you have to go into the thingies and make the other Pikmin totally voluntarily into the other Pikmin.
You don't mind. They're plant people.
They don't mind.
Yeah, plant people don't have
That's
feelings.
why they make
you
a
can just
death
kill them
sound.
indiscriminately.
I mean, they don't seem to mind whenever Olimar just chucks them into things.
I mean, I just want to point out, when you throw them in the flour, they make a death noise, So,
Hey.
Oh.
that's not a pleasant transition, because they get eaten.
Yeah, so wait, those big bulby guys, what are they called? You know the ones with the big mouths that eat the Pikmin? When they eat a Pikmin, is that just eating, or is that vor?
Well,
eating,
I fucking hate
Alright.
it.
Oh,
I can answer
God.
this, actually.
Uh-huh.
At first, when they eat the Pikmin, they don't
It's
chew.
vor.
Because
Oh.
if you kill them quick enough, the Pikmin come out of his mouth. So, at first it's vor, but then he chews it, and then it's not vor anymore.
Gotcha. Alright.
It's like...
So until he chews, it's vor.
Uh-huh.
Where the fuck do you keep going back to this? But yeah.
I
Just
don't
okay.
understand why this keeps
checking.
happening.
Alright.
So, as far as like actual games, I haven't played anything on console because I've been busy with stuff at home.
Yeah, okay.
Homework and stuff.
Sure.
But I went to Dave & Buster's last Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh?
The true game zone.
Yeah, I love...
Chuck E. Cheese
I
for
love Dave
adults.
& Buster's, where half the games are gambling.
Yeah! And we went to a party for my cousin's son. So
Uh-huh.
we was just to hang out for a little bit. I figured, I want to just kill time.
Did they give you free tokens?
My mom did. My mom got the card. I just bought like $20.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, hell
So-
yes.
Because, it is basically just like gambling games and a couple of shooters and stuff like that. They had Time Crisis, the usual
You
stuff.
played
Oh,
Daytona,
yeah, Time
right?
Crisis. Hell yeah.
You played Daytona? You played Daytona, right?
Probably was not Daytona.
They don't have
Just
Daytona.
say
do you mean
yes.
they don't
Just-
have
no,
Daytona?
shut up. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Okay,
That's
see,
the
yes.
one good thing about my Dave & Buster's is they have fucking 12 Daytona cabinets linked
That's
together.
pretty awesome.
12? That sounds like a lot.
No, no, it is a lot. It's a lot they have.
That's a lot of Daytona.
And they have had it for a long
This
time.
feels like a really small Dave & Buster's than the one I've been to, the other one I've been to in Dallas.
I'm not sure there's that many people who live in Daytona in real life.
Yeah, so I feel like 12 Daytona machines is enough to have a regulation Daytona race.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that's...
Alright, let me tell you why Daytona is the best arcade game in Dave & Buster's. Because all the other ones are bad, and they are replacing the good ones with bad ones. Like they got rid of the Jurassic Park old shooter thing.
Oh, the shooting, yeah.
And replaced it
They have a new
with,
one of those, though.
Yeah,
The new one
it's
is
bad. It's not good.
Nah, it's fine, it's fine.
For what it is, it's
I like
fine.
Time Crisis better.
In our Dave & Buster's, they replaced the old Jurassic Park one with some shitty horror thing that blows air in your face.
So the snowboarding game?
No, it's like a horror.
Yeah, Cool Borders, yep.
It's like a shooting horror thing, but it vibrates and shoots air in your face, and it's just really dumb and bad.
It shoots fart gas in your face? Zombie fart gas?
It is like stale ass air it shoots at you.
I mean, what else? Nah.
So,
Yeah,
basically you played Time Crisis and gambled.
I actually didn't play Time Crisis because my right foot has been having. I'm afraid to mess that right foot up.
Play that
'Cause, you know, you
goddamn
use the
Time
pedal.
Crisis. Yeah, I know.
So I can't. I don't want to risk the pain.
You have an
from that.
excuse, but also Time Crisis is the best, so...
No. So they have these two giant I guess Nako's been doing a couple of things with some other people. So they have these giant Pac-Man game that's right there. It's just Pac-Man, but 20 feet high.
What?
Why? That's
Yeah.
big.
So the idea is you can play co-op with someone. You both can play on the same maze, you can pellets.
Huh.
What do you mean? It's just giant Pac-Man. Like the Pac-Man is giant, or
I know. It's called the largest Pac-Man.
oh, it's just long. It's just long Pac-Man.
It's just a big Pac-Man game. It's David Buster's Pac.
That
It's
sounds
just like
bad.
they went into the Honey I Blew Up the Kid world and just
And
was
made
like,
it
yo,
too
can you
long.
fuck up my Pac-Man arcade machine? And then they
Yeah.
took it with them back to the real world.
Yeah, it's a giant Pac-Man game. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
At your Dave and Buster's, do they have that thing that was there the last time I went to mine, where it's it's like a World War II. You're on a boat and you control an AA gun, and it legitimately, if more than one person plays, runs at about 3 frames a second.
No,
And
but
it's
that's hilarious.
really bad.
I don't think so. So yeah, it's just this, but without the thing in the way.
That's not 20 feet tall. You tripping,
Like
fan.
I said, it was taller.
Oh,
anyway.
wow.
But anyway, what was I trying to say? No, okay, 20 feet tall is actually like maybe 10 feet tall.
Alright.
But yeah, it was that and Galaga and all one machine. You can switch between either one. You can like pick either one.
Cool.
And then behind it was a Space Invaders game, just like that, but you're controlling a little turret, trying to stop the aliens. And that game is, But the reason I kept playing it because if you do good, you get 500 tickets or whatever.
Oh, there's gambling involved. Now I'm game.
And I've always seen they would get it on my, just like 3 or 4 times for that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I'm done for the day, I have like 2,000 tickets.
So what'd you get for gambling?
So
A single army man.
they have nothing that Dave & Buster's worth getting.
Uh-huh.
So my mom and I just put our stuff together. She got a little thing, I guess a little, what the fuck is it called? Cover your eyes when you sleep.
Oh,
A face
sleep
mask?
mask. Yeah,
Face
sleep
mask, yeah.
Yeah.
And we found them a little massager because they have like nothing else.
Oh, yeah, a little massager.
Yeah, now when
Yeah?
you say little massager,
Uh-huh.
It's a massager for your back.
For your
Your
back.
back.
so
Your
so
pussy
it's,
and your crack?
so it's a cock ring, right? That's what you got.
It's not. No.
No, stop going.
That doesn't
stop
fit
going
around
there.
your back. Alright.
But yeah, that's my Sunday. I've been wanting to go back to round 1 for a while because they have better shit. But just lazy.
Yeah, we'll talk about round 1 when you actually go there. But
Anyway,
so
who else has been playing video games?
you played Classic, some Toastus. What did you play this week?
No,
Anything?
you go first. No, you go.
No,
You go first. There's a
No,
reason
no,
you're going
no,
first.
One of you needs to go
no.
first.
I don't think so.
Mine is no. You go first.
Can't fool me.
Come on.
Please,
Alright.
please.
So, I have been fairly video game light this week, but because I had a UTI and went to the hospital. But what I have been playing a bit of, aside from Third Strike, which that's not, I just play fighting games all the time, so that's not a new occurrence, is I've been playing some Monolith, which is a game developed by somebody, that's for sure. Let's see if I can fucking find this. It is by Team D13. And if you've ever played Binding of Isaac, it is like Binding of Isaac. It's like one of those top-down roguelike dungeon crawling sort of things. You know, there's a shop on each floor, there's an upgrade on each floor, there's weapons, there's stuff like that. But the difference is much more of a bullet hell than Binding of Isaac is. It's like a real bullet hell, more shmuppy, if you will. Which is
So it's more like Enter the Gungeon?
It is like Enter the Gungeon, which I've also played, but it is even more than that. Because Enter the
Really?
Gungeon, yes, this is a shmup, straight up. So it's
okay.
as having someone who has played actual shmups before, like, not that I'm good at them, but I've played I think it's called Tsukihime, and Dodonpachi, and all those. This is not like a hard shmup, comparatively. It's not like you have a pixel ship, and, every screen is just you dodging infinite bullets, and it's garbage, and extremely hard, like most shmups are, but it is in the vein of that. So, you're a spaceship, you go into this dungeon, there's 5, 6 floors, I think, total, and each floor, you've got a shop that you can buy stuff at, you get money from killing enemies, you've got guns in this game, so you start with, just like in a shoot 'em up, right, you start with your shitty default gun, that is crappy and you don't want to use it ever, and you pick up power-ups that give you better guns. And the better guns you get, however, have limited ammo. So if you run out of ammo, you're back to your shitty first gun. So you have to pick up ammo along the way. Every floor, you've got a new boss. The bosses change. So far, I've only had a boss repeat one time. So there's a pretty good amount of bosses, and I played for probably 2 hours when I played this game. So it's pretty good. If you don't like shoot 'em ups, you will not like this game.
Yeah, this sounds like the perfect combinations of things, like roguelike, shoot 'em up that I'm gonna fucking hate.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to want to do the thing where you are in a screen of garbage and you have to juke through it.
No, I can't play that. There's too much going on a screen in a shoot 'em up. Actually, the only shoot 'em up I've ever played is when I was a kid, and on the Saturn we had Darius Gaiden.
That being said, I will say, so you mentioned Darius. This is not as hard as like a Darius or a Raiden, even, in my opinion.
Yeah, but have you played that game? Because that game has probably one of the weirdest fucking soundtracks I've ever heard in the game.
Yeah, sure do. Yeah. The soundtrack in this game I don't love. It's okay. But the graphics are cool. They're sort of retro-esque, for sure. That really means nothing in this day and age, but it's like kind of 16-bit, maybe 8-bit, sort of. I think more like 16-bit.
It's
sort of
sick retro.
But yeah, it's pixel graphics.
It's a good retro or just
it's good.
Retro?
It's not low effort retro. It's better than that. That's why I said 16-bit. It's like 16 to 32, maybe even. There's a boss, the final boss, which I got up to one time in my amount of playing, has multiple phases and stuff. The first phase looks like Metal Gear and animates like Metal Gear, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been playing it. I'm probably going to play a lot more of it. I want to beat it once. It has the typical roguelike trappings of you die and then restart and none of your shit, you don't have your shit anymore, it's all per run, but you get an overall currency that lets you buy new items that you can get during the run. There is, although I've been told from someone who played it more, that there is a really cool feature. There's a lot of actually really convenience features in this game that I like a lot. So, for example, right, in those sort of roguelike games, one thing that tends to be a really annoying thing you have to do a lot is just backtracking, right? Like, oh, okay, I got this money, now I can backtrack all the way through the whole floor of the shop, buy the thing, then go to the boss, right? So in this game, when you press tab, you get a map screen, just like you would in, whatever other game. But if you've been to a room before, you can just click it on the map screen, and it teleports you there instantly. So there's like that kind of convenience feature. There's also stuff where it's like, when you buy items to add to your runs that you can get, if you don't like an item and you don't want it to be in your run anymore, you can turn that off, and that item will never show up in your run again when you turn it off, which is awesome, because I know all the time, right, you unlock something and it's like, oh, this weapon sucks and I will never use it again, and it's like, well, turned off. I don't need to use it anymore. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna play more of it.
So it sounds like everyone's had fun playing video games this week.
Sounds
like.
Tell me what have you been up to lately? How's your video game life going?
All right, so
tell me about Todd Howard.
Fuck.
Why don't you?
Yeah, let me talk to you about Todd Howard's "fuck you" time.
He's in a
Now,
basement.
can you be
Basically-
more specific? Because there's like a couple of those now.
So basically, for some reason that I still don't fully understand, I wanted to play Oblivion. And I can't play vanilla Oblivion, of course. No, can't. It's not good enough. I literally can't. I physically can't fucking do it.
As Todd Howard, I really quickly need to ask you, why not Skyrim, though?
Because Skyrim doesn't run as good on my computer, and also when you mod Skyrim, it's even worse.
That's not the only other reason.
And also, Skyrim, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, like visually, thematically, and even like story-wise, is boring.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that
completely
one. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
That's why people
like
mod Skyrim.
Oblivion, like even like vanilla Oblivion looks more interesting than fucking vanilla Skyrim.
I just wanted to make sure Todd Howard was suffering in his basement. All right, you can go on.
Yeah, fuck you, Todd Howard. QA is a good thing that you should fucking try sometime.
Hey, I heard you're gonna buy Skyrim
Anywho,
Switch for $59.99.
So this happens every once in a while where I'm like, I want to play Oblivion or, a Bethesda game, right? and of course I have to mod it a lot. And I think is there a job I can do where I can just break Bethesda games, because I'm really good at that apparently. I can.
Yeah, it's called
fuck it
YouTube
up.
content creator. You could be one of those.
I have legitimately, like, I was just playing it, and then I was like, oh, Sonic Mania is gonna come out. Good, after I broke it. And I was happy, because I didn't have to play Oblivion anymore. And then it got delayed for, like, fucking 2 weeks. And now here I am, trying to fix Oblivion. Still.
Yeah, but how hard did you break it, though?
I have to reinstall everything. Because I fucked something up. And here's
How many
the best
sex
part.
mods did you install?
None this time.
Okay.
I had an idea for a thing many years ago, and it was a mistake.
So basically, it's working great, and you love Todd Howard, and you love Oblivion, and mods are good, and it's gonna work just fine. It's not a problem.
No, the best part is I had it working, and it
Oh,
was working
for how long?
fine. Like, it was working fine, and then I just consciously decided, you know what, I want to add more mods.
Oh no! Don't do that.
And restart my save. And, and then I broke it. And now here we are.
This is your punishment.
And
from
this
Todd
has
Howard.
legitimately been what I've been doing for, like, I don't know, 4 days or something. I've been trying to get this fucking game to work how I want it to.
Christ.
And before that, I was playing Stalker and trying to get that to work how I wanted it to. I can't just play games, apparently, and just have fun. I gotta... It gotta be
hates
So
perfect.
you gotta make it a challenge. You know, it's
Yeah,
no
you
fun
know.
unless it's a challenge. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want to play video games sometimes. I just want to be in a dumb fantasy world where I can do dumb
You
things.
just want to play video games, yeah.
So what was the
All
best
the
mod?
time
What was the best mod you
and every
installed?
day.
Well,
Or wait, let me slow down. What was the most interesting mod you installed?
now here's the problem. About half of them was it stopped working after I installed them all, so I didn't really get to check it out much.
Sure, but you did get to play a little bit.
I mean, there was a mod that made the cities better. That was fun.
No,
I
come
guess.
on. There's got to be something exciting in there.
Uh-huh.
Surely you made, like, what's his name? The High Septim Emperor guy into Tales.
No, I didn't
Oh,
install
great.
any of those fucking mods. Actually, I was just trying to play the goddamn game.
Oh, you just wanted to actually play Oblivion. God forbid.
The last time I had Skyrim installed, though, I did make bad things happen to that game. That was Mrs. Bones' Wild Ride. And that was a fun little regret. Really.
So basically,
Oh.
you didn't play any games. You just played patching Oblivion to try to
Do
make
you
it
ever
work,
see
and then it
an
doesn't.
actual skeleton, like a dragon try to fuck it? Like, that's weird, honestly. It's one of the stranger
It sounds
things.
weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Listen,
Alright.
I was the original, make a Let's Play of fucked up Skyrim person, and everyone else stole my idea, and I will expect a check in the mail, tomorrow, for
Alright,
exactly
that's a-
69 cents.
That's enough shitting on Todd Howard. Let's move on.
No, let me tell you.
We're running long here. What's the last thing? What is this? I don't even know what this is.
Oh, we
Oh,
gotta
boy.
do this.
Oh,
Alright.
hold on.
Yeah, we doing this. This is I think
Alright.
this is the perfect way to close out episode
Hold
1.
on, wait.
Is to
If I
suffer.
can say one more thing real quick. I just remembered.
Don't worry, I gotta look it up on incognito mode real quick.
Alright, so
Oh,
say your thing
boy.
then.
So, I took pictures of this last week. I showed you, like, the CRTs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at a con last Saturday. I just remembered. Like a little gaming con, just to hang out for a bit, just to get out of the house.
Convention, that is. Go on.
Yeah, yes. So, I knew they were having a Smash tournament. I didn't realize this would be a Smash Major.
Smash
So, like,
Melee,
half-
of course.
No, it's all of them.
Oh, really? Oh, but
Yeah, they
why
have
did need the
64.
CRTs then? Anyway.
64,
Oh,
Melee.
okay. Yeah.
They also had fucking Project M. Just hanging
Oh,
there.
wow, that's surprising, because they kind of hate that now. But anyway.
I mean, they people still play it. It's really weird. But yeah, like half, like I just went there because I wanted to just like hang it, just to like kill time, just like get out of the house on a Saturday because they had like arcade games. So I just wanted to just mess around. So I did that.
But the
Didn't really
problem
play a lot of
was there were 10,000 CRTs and 10,000 stinky Smash players playing them.
But they're all playing Smash, so all the arcade cabinets were actually pretty free.
Oh, that's good, at least. But you didn't know it was going to be a Smash tournament when you went.
I knew it was going to be a Smash tournament. I just didn't realize it would be, like I said, a Smash major.
Ah, okay.
Because Zero was at that tournament I was at.
How many people went? Was it, like, packed?
Pretty alright. I kept seeing a bunch of dudes with GameCube controllers in their hands, though. Just, like, hanging around.
That's when you know
It's
you're
like-
in hell. Is when you look around you and all the people surrounding you are holding GameCube controllers.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta
Hold
work
your
for
loins. It's
All
time.
right. That's not what you would call safe for work. All right, so we're gonna close this out with
Christ. All right.
a dramatic
Which one am I
reading
clicking
of
on?
one of these.
Yeah, which one?
Let's.
Oh,
Well,
I've seen this. I've seen one of these before.
I know that.
Yeah, you
You see-
you are probably thinking of the exact same one that
Let
everybody
me-
on the planet
yes,
Earth is thinking of.
Let me explain
Oh.
this. I saw the cup comic meme, for lack
Yeah.
of a better
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was real, so I looked it up, and no, it's real. It's a real thing. I'm looking at the thumbnail for one of these, and oh boy.
Oh no, there's some bad thumbnails in here. All right, what are you going to dramatically read here?
All right.
Oh,
Well,
if-
that depends.
So
What is,
for everybody at home, you can go to ojoysextoy.com/category/comic to play along.
yeah,
And no, they're not our sponsor and never will be.
no,
But also, don't do it if you are like at work.
Yeah,
or
don't.
if anybody is within a 5-mile radius of you.
this is a bad
Yes,
thing.
a place called Ojoy Sex Toy is not safe for
Or if you want to keep your innocence, or really for
Look,
any
I gotta-
reason you can come up
Now,
with. Just don't
one
do
that
it.
kind of catches my eye is Mersuits, because I don't know
Yeah,
what that
that's
is.
the one that's
I think you could probably put the pieces together and then figure out
I
what
don't
that
see
is
that one.
pretty fast.
Oh,
This-
yep, there we go.
And then right below, further down, there's Ballbusting.
All right, so
Are we going to read this whole thing? This is a
no,
long
no,
one.
hold
All right, go
on.
ahead.
We're either going to do Fursuits by Gray White, Mersuits, or my favorite, the BDSM one.
Which BDSM one?
Is there more than one?
I see 24/7
Jaguar
BDSM.
harness?
That's not quite the same thing, but
I don't know. That looks pretty
that's
similar.
bondage. BDSM. Thank you very much, God.
The field, though.
What are my options here again? I don't know if I want any of these options.
I mean, nobody wants them.
I choose to refrain
Or
from
we
voting
can
on
do
this.
ball busting because that thumbnail is haunting me.
Yeah, like, you see all of these with some nice line art, and you see, oh, this is drawn on paper.
Please just pick one.
I want curved penis personally. That's the one I want. I think if I have to pick one, that's the least.
Wait, where is this one?
It's next to penis and pals.
All right, so
It's underneath ball busting.
Yeah, all right. So we're gonna do ball busting because that's the one nobody wants. Let's be honest.
All right, are we gonna voice the characters? What's the play here?
Oh God, this art.
We've got
is
just enough
fucking-
people.
I'm not participating in this at all.
All right, I'll be the narrator.
Oh God.
I don't want to voice this. You do this. I just want to just listen.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Miko, just taking some time out as I'm editing to tell you that, if you are uncomfortable about sex stuff, maybe now is the good time to stop listening to the podcast, because there's only 10 minutes left. This is the last segment, and it gets very, very weird, and very, very uncomfortable. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna try and not do anything like this again. If you tune out now, thanks for listening this far. It's been kind of an interesting ride. Yeah, thanks. We're gonna try and keep them a little shorter next time, whereas we figure this out. So, yeah, back to the show.
All right, so which dog are you?
I'm the one giving the blowjob, I guess.
Okay, you're gonna be the redhead. Okay.
I'm sorry. I think I was using too much teeth.
It's okay. I kind of liked it.
Nobody has ever said that in the history of ever. But
Go on.
oh, so you like it rough?
Kinda, yeah. Oof.
Sorry, was that too hard?
Maybe, but I kind of liked it.
I don't. More?
Nods. He hit my balls with light taps like that for a while. He mentioned ball-busting before, but I wasn't sure I could stomach it.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's right there in the name. Ball-busting.
Jesus Christ.
What kind of guy wants that? After all, getting hit down there too hard could cause some real damage. The next morning, though, I found myself thinking about it a lot. How it felt pretty great, more so than I expected. I realized that ball-busting was like any other kink. No kink shaming. The experience can be as intense as you want it to be. I've never been one for pain, but it was sort of a pleasurable pain. I felt the need to scope it out more. I was excited to see how much I could take. He's punching his balls. I learned quickly that I was in it for the thrill, but not any extreme pain.
No, hold up. I just want to point out that this fucking is like a hand-drawn panel of a furry man punching himself in the balls.
I liked the dull, pleasurable ache and the jolt of surprise from taking more than I expected. And I was determined to get tougher. I didn't want to ruin the moment with somebody by telling them to go hog wild and losing my mind when they really smashed my macadamias.
That's not a phrase that I want to hear.
Oh my god.
I had fun exploring it on my own, but it was missing something. I realized it wasn't just about the sensation. It was also about the vulnerability and the daring of it. I was doing something that would squick someone out, and yet here I was, getting off on it. There's a weird kind of power in that. Still, owning up to new kinks is hard. It takes a lot of guts sometimes. And a lot of balls, too. After a few nights, though, I had to say something. I wanted it. Badly. So, I was thinking about when you hit on my nuts before.
That's not a natural way to start a conversation. Ha. I wasn't sure
Can that
you
be a thumbnail
liked it,
for the
honestly.
podcast?
No.
This actual thumbnail is not safe for work, so, but go on.
No, I meant just that paragraph. So
Oh, no interrupting. Let's finish this out.
Okay, I'll
please hurry.
reread my line real quick.
So, I was thinking about when you hit on my nuts before.
I wasn't sure you liked it, honestly.
I did! I've even been trying it out since then.
Oh? So you're an expert now?
Nah, but maybe we could try it together some more. You could even do it a bit harder.
I'm gonna punch you right in the fucking balls. That might be fun.
This is you again.
What?
Oh, is it? My, what a kinkster. Well, I've got an idea. Wink. Here's a
Takes
paddle.
out a cricket paddle. Yeah.
No, that's like a spanking paddle. I'm gonna hit you in the
okay.
balls with this spanking paddle, which is a bad
Oh,
idea, by
my.
the way. I don't know if you
But
know
not
that.
too hard.
I know. And keep your undies on. God. It'll help your junk stay in place so I can get in some good shots. Oh, Jesus Christ. While I test your limits.
Let's do it! Whack! Oh, God! Brought to you by Sickly Hypnos of Furfinity.net.
Oh, that
So-
explains a lot now, actually.
You mean like all the furries?
Yeah.
No, we're fucking done. Podcast over. Alright.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It was
we're
fun,
getting
everyone.
We're getting close to 2 hours
Oh,
now.
God.
Yeah, we did go for like 2 hours.
We managed to do basically 2 hours for the first cast.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Miko.
What do you mean? Go ahead.
Fucking close us out.
All
Get us
right.
out of here.
Okay, I'll do it.
Sign me off.
Thanks for listening to whatever the fuck just happened.
And
Everyone.
sorry if we busted your balls.
Don't. Please.
I fucking cannot believe you.
God, that was worse than I thought it'd be. Next
Yeah,
time,
well, maybe
Miko
we shouldn't
can,
do that part
join.
again.
Oh no, we are. We're doing that.
And
again.
this segment
No.
is definitely going to happen
No.
every time from now on, for sure.
Not every time, just once in a while. I
Please,
can't do
no.
that every time.
Please
Hey,
no.
it's not-
Every
gonna
other podcast. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I can
fine.
do that.
No.
No,
Not every
that's
other
too
one.
much.
That's gonna be a once in a while.
Signing
time.
off.
All right, so
All
I've been.
Have a good one, champs.
Hey,
Goodbye.
okay, bye everybody.
Yeah, bye, and fuck some doses. I can't finish what you're saying.
So,
You did this.
So, you can go to burndownthesandcastle.info and you can subscribe. You can go to podcast at burndownthesandcastle.info to send us an email. And catch y'all next time. Can we please never read one of these on the podcast again? Thank you.